Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Rezolve AI. It is time for another update, and on this chart we have this general downtrend that has been created, but we managed to push all the way to the top of the resistance area where we still have the 78.6% retracement to break for us to manage to create a more convincing case for the upside potential. Now, so far we did reach it and we did get rejected by it, but we are still tracking potential to push higher in this area. Now, in this uptrend, we have been tracking it as a leading diagonal forming in this area. And we had here a 1-2 setup that we were tracking, but really this could be a number of different ways that it could unfold, but at the moment it's not very relevant, because I could argue that this would be even a series of 1-2 setups in this area, and then this could indeed form as a direct third wave to the upside, but I have provided this case of a diagonal structure forming in this area. Firstly, because the internal structure isn't necessarily the most impulsive looking, but also to provide the ability to look for support all the way down to the 61.8% retracement, which right now might come in handy, and we can even adjust this structure to something maybe different, maybe something like this, where even the A wave could have been this entire move. But in this entire structure, in the previous video, I did provide you some relevant levels to watch. And firstly, we had the potential to have already bottomed here within the wave 4. And we were tracking the possibility of forming the fifth wave to the upside in a more direct fashion. But I did also provide the risk of having topped here within an ABC structure, having a B wave resistance in this area, and we did push right into it, and we had these areas of support both in white and in blue, but none of them held. And right now I am pretty much left with really tracking this interpretation that we have in the orange idea, where we have an ABC pattern developing here to the downside. And we can remove now these irrelevant support areas that honestly they did provide support, both of them in many of the cases. If we actually check, even here in the white scenario, this level, even the second one, even the third one, even the fourth one, and so all of the levels were relevant in providing support, but none of them managed to allow for this pattern to the upside to develop in something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even something like an ABC pattern to the upside. And even, the blue support zone did also provide the 78.6% retracement, but we broke below it. And these things happen, nothing really to do right now about it. And instead, what we can do is track a bottom for this extended correction within the wave 4 in white. And for that, I'm looking at an ideal target for the wave C at the 100% extension of the wave A. I believe I also provided you this in the previous video, but we don't need to reach it. It's just an ideal general target for a wave C. In this case, we may get to the 61.8% retracement, say, and find a bottom and maybe push directly higher. But honestly, if I am to look internally in this structure in a wave C, I may even be able to argue that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4th and the 5th, and that this pattern, this correction, is actually already complete, and we may be able to already find a bottom and start the 5th wave from this point, even if we didn't necessarily form an additional low within the wave C. We don't always need to. We did reach the 78.6% retracement, and honestly I believe it is ready, it is capable of forming the 5th wave to the upside even from this point. Now, we may be able to get a few hints of the internal structure if we check some of these levels, but for the internal supposed wave 3 in this area, we got past this 161.8% extension. Not much of a hint there. And what else could we even really look for? Well, I could argue that this movement to the downside, in the case of tracking an ending diagonal within this wave C, I believe this could be considered an A wave down, and we may be getting a B wave up and then still another C wave down. So that is something that I'm watching out for. And in that case, I could be looking for resistance here in the area between the the $5.13 level all the way down to the $5.5 level at the 78.6% retracement. If we manage to break that, I believe it would be one of the first signals to watch out for a breakout in the wave 5. Another signal would be managing to create an initial 5-wave structure, could be even within the boundaries of this resistance area, but that would be one of the other signals that I would be watching out for. And other than this, yeah, I'm not really sure. I believe we broke pretty much all resistances in this push to the upside for tracking an impulse to the downside. And in that case, I believe we can leave it at this for now. So yeah, at this point, maybe one more low within this wave C, maybe it has already bottomed, but we have this resistance area to watch out for. And we have, one moment, we have this larger support zone in white to look out for to, yeah, find a bottom and create the 5th wave to the upside, where if we actually break this structure, it would be pretty difficult to find something else that would be reliable. Yeah, maybe something like an ABC movement to the upside, but it wouldn't have the same level of reliability in my opinion. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.